welcome to a great week on the JetSet. We are back in the studio.
At a social distance, though.
Yeah. Coming up on today's show, I'm taking you out to the Nemacolin Resort to see what a safe reopening looks like post-quarantine.
Then Mark Edwards is back and bringing us to his conversation with Lola Trion on how hotels abroad are responding to social distancing.
And we've got your travel headlights coming up. You're watching the JetSet. Are you ready to go?
It's time to JetSet.
We have your ticket to travel, food, and fitness.
And everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle.
It's time to dip our toe into the pool of travel news on Here's This, powered by TravelPulse.com. Jacquerae Hill headed to work in Dallas, Texas as a Southwest Airlines flight attendant with a heavy heart following the killing of African-American man George Floyd. But Hill, who is black, was left feeling more hopeful that positive changes could be made after noticing a passenger who is white reading White Fragility, Why It's So Hard for White People to Talk About Racism. She then asked the passenger about the book, and here's what she told CNN Travel.
So how is it? And he's like, it's really good. And he's like showing me the book, and he's like, yeah, I'm halfway done. It's just really talking about, that it's our fault. Like, we have to have these conversations. We have to start these conversations. And then I'm like, I go to talk, and I'm like, I think it was because he was saying exactly what I needed to hear that it was just like, oh. Then we talked for 10 minutes. He's like, so what's your name? I was like, oh, sorry, Jacquerae. And then I pointed at my name badge, and he was like, well, I'm Doug Parker, CEO of American. I was like, oh. And I was embarrassed because I didn't expect that. I really didn't expect that, I just wanted to, it was just a genuine moment for me.
Now, following the chance encounter, Doug Parker was quoted as saying, quote, reading a book is one thing. Spending time with a kind, strong, young black woman who is hurting and trying to learn from others is another thing altogether.
I love this story because it's about having conversations.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you change things, is by talking to someone that is totally different from you, having a conversation and learning from each other.
Understanding each other.
This woman, she gave me chills. I had all the feels for her. I love stories like this. We need stories like this right now.
And you could totally see how it was so easy for her to just sit down and have a conversation for 10 minutes. Because I'm sure Doug in the moment too was like, this is an enlightening conversation. Plus she's got such a personality.
Yes.
That how do you not have a conversation where you're learning something from the other person, but also being like, oh wow, I would talk to you outside of this airplane too.
She was amazing.
And how interesting that Doug was on Southwest. Gotta figure
Interesting.
that out at some point too.
Yeah, Doug, where are you flying?
The MD-88 and MD-90 planes hold a revered place in aviation history, and as of Tuesday, June 2nd, they are no longer a part of the flying lexicon. Affectionately known as the Mad Dog planes, they took their final flight as part of Delta Airlines' fleet and now settled into retirement. The MD-88 had flown for 33 years and the MD-90 for 25 years.
Whoa!
Delta was expected to retire the twin-engine planes at the end of this year and the MD-90s at the end of 2022, but CNBC reported that a sharp drop, as we all know, in travel demand has prompted the airline to idle more than 600 airplanes and then retire these older airplanes much earlier than expected.
Oh man, they got pushed into retirement.
I don't think people realize that some of these planes have been flying for over 30 years.
I had no idea. That's a really long time.
Yeah, a really long time.
That is so then where do they go for their retirement?
They go to the desert. And JetSet viewer Valerie Ann actually sent us her picture. She was on that airplane. She actually got to sign the airplane with the little message before it was parked in the desert permanently as one of Delta's more frequent flyers. And so she shared and let us air those photos. Must be an interesting experience landing with the airplane in the desert.
And then that's it.
That's it. That airplane's never going to fly again.
I'd like to go retire in the desert myself.
Okay then. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more of the JetSet while we book Nikki's retirement.
You just signed me. I'll be in the desert. What does Dad really want for Father's Day? Today's show's Guys Tell All panelist and new dad, Bob Guiney, gives us gift ideas for every type of dad.
Hey there, guys. Thanks for having me. Bob Guiney here with great gift ideas for Father's Day. Now, if your dad's like me, he spends a ton of time in the kitchen with the family, cooking, eating, laughing, and making memories. Well, Samsung's Family Hub refrigerator is going to make life easier together. You can plan an entire meal or a week's worth. You could build smart shopping lists so dad doesn't buy duplicate items, and its view inside camera lets him see what's in the fridge from anywhere. Right now, it has AI image recognition technology that scans the fridge and tells dad what's been added or used, and suggests recipes based on what's in the fridge. Now, on top of all of this, it's got a family board that lets everyone leave notes and share videos and songs, 15 models, 3 finishes, so it's perfect for every dad's taste, 35% off at Samsung.com, makes it perfect for every kid's pocketbook. Now, if dad loves to start the day with a great cup of coffee, I recommend the Jacquerae 8. I love it. It's got a compact one-touch automatic coffee machine that packs a lot of advanced technology into one small footprint. Comes in Metropolitan Black, Sunset Red, and Nordic White, and offers 10 one-touch specialties that are freshly ground, not capsuled. The intuitive color display makes it easy to browse and select beverages from coffee or cappuccino to espresso, doppio, and trendy flat white. And the tech-savvy dad can use the ENA 8 option with the Jura Smart Connect device to operate the machine from his smartphone or tablet with Jura's exclusive app. Now, what do you get for the dad who has everything? How about a guide to use your television? Because dad never knows how. TiVo is coming in on this one for us, and I love it. The new TiVo Stream 4K lets dad search for his movies and shows on all of his favorite streaming platforms like Netflix, Prime Video, Hulu, and more at the same time from one location. No more backing out of one app to jump into another. It also makes suggestions based on what he likes to watch. He'll enjoy top streaming apps, over 5,000 of them on Google Play Store, and TiVo's exclusive TiVo Plus video network with thousands of hours of free entertainment. The TiVo Stream 4K provides stunning 4K UHD picture quality with Dolby Vision HDR along with Dolby Atmos sound. And right now it's $20 off with free shipping and a 7-day free trial to Sling at TiVo.com for $49.99. For these great gift ideas and more, go to dailylounge.com. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Bob.
We've got to take a quick break, but we'll be back with more of the Jet Set in just a minute.
Welcome back to the Jet Set. More than ever, Americans are making meals for themselves and their families at home. Well, sort of. As warmer weather approaches and summer activity levels increase, we are looking for new, fresh ideas to spruce up their menus, especially for the most important meal of the day, breakfast. Celebrity chef Claire Robinson is here to offer her top breakfast hacks to kickstart an active summer day.
Hi, I am Claire Robinson. You might know me as a chef on 5 Ingredient Fix on the Food Network or Best Thing I Ever Ate. Well, I'm not here to tell you the best thing I ever ate. I'm here to tell you about one of the best things I have ever seen, a new invention from Johnsonville, and it's sausage as a strip. Yes, you heard me right. Sausage in a strip, which is so great because it has reinvented the way I'm cooking. I have jazzed up my BLT by turning it into an SLT. This is the original sausage strip, and it's just put onto a biscuit with lettuce and tomato. And let me tell you, it is fantastic. I also took the spicy sausage strips and stuck them into a Bloody Mary. You're seeing that correctly. It's spicy sausage strips in a Bloody Mary. It is fantastic. It is just oozed that spicy sausage flavor all through the Bloody Mary. And it is making my day every day and making me so happy. Johnsonville sausage strips come in 4 different kinds: the chorizo, spicy, original, and maple flavored. I'm sure you're going to come up with some great ways to use this new ingredient. And let me tell you, 5 ingredient cooking has never been easier when I have such a flavor packed ingredient at my fingertips. I'm having so much fun with it. It's available now in Midwest retailers, but like any new product, it will be rolling out nationally in the coming months. You can go to johnsonville.com to check more on that, or also check out some of these fantastic recipes. I also want to tell you about a restaurant relief program that I'm involved in, and that's Power of 10 Initiative. You can check that out at powerof10initiative.com, and that's the number 10. And that is helping to get restaurants back open and feed those in need in their local communities. Thank you so much for hearing what I have to say.
Located a short drive from many in the Northeast, the Nemacolin Resort is working to offer guests a safe, social distance following for those looking to escape their homes while offering exceptional luxury. Naturally, I had to go check it out. After 3 months of quarantine, I needed a getaway bad. Luckily, Falling Rock at Nemacolin Resort is an easy drive from DC and only an hour east of Pittsburgh. Their reopening guidelines and attention to your health and safety are part of a hygiene plan developed exclusively for the 2,000-acre resort. The plan includes temperature checks upon arrival for all staff and guests, and a personal butler you can call, text, or FaceTime to access anything you might need, reducing your need to be in common areas. But my beautiful room would have to wait. It was time for golf. Tell me about the beginning of this place.
Yeah, so Mr. Hardy's first focus at the resort was to take care of all the spa. So the golf courses came later. A gentleman named Pete Dye, who I think is the best designer on earth, came out here at Mr. Hardy's request. And so after some convincing, Pete said, you know what, I'll try to build it, but I don't know how it's going to turn out. And then the exciting part was it turned out so great, we were able to host a PGA tournament for a number of years, which was just so exciting for the resort.
That is so amazing.
Yeah.
Hit a shot or two and we'll look at some data.
All right. Okay.
So your club head speed on that particular swing was 63.8 miles an hour.
This is such a good thing, especially for someone like me, to know like where I'm at right now and then just be like, oh no, we're going down. I couldn't wait to work on my swing in the sunshine while maintaining physical distancing. No one misses a spa day more than I do, and Nemacolin Falling Rock's Holistic Healing Center is ready to welcome guests back with some new tech.
This is our Holistic Healing Center.
Oh, I like it.
Yes,
Yeah.
our Holistic Healing Center is a boutique wellness center where we offer some alternative modalities for our guests, and we have some awesome new state-of-the-art equipment.
I've never done cryotherapy, have
Oh,
you?
it's awesome. Oh yeah, I've done it many times. It's just 2 to 3 minutes in a whole body chamber.
Oh, this is
So
cool.
yeah,
in
this
here.
is cool.
Oh, this is cool. Oh, I love this wallpaper. This is awesome.
So we use some light therapy in here as well with the blue light. This is called NovaThor PBM therapy. It's photobiomodulation therapy. It's a low-level laser. So it's a very bright red light when it comes on. Cryotherapy is all about promoting circulation. You step in, you just do a 2 to 3 minute session, negative 185 Fahrenheit. It's cold.
If you just want a good old-fashioned massage, Caitlin can arrange that too in your very own spa suite.
The health and safety of our guests has always been our top priority in spa, of course. So during this time, just taking some extra precautions to welcome our guests back. So we've transitioned one of our beautiful rooms in Falling Rock to a private spa suite. We're doing individual one-on-one treatments. Our providers are showering and changing between each guest. Hospital-grade disinfectant is going through the room on all hard surfaces. And then we have a UV light as well. It disinfects and sterilizes the room.
What's really amazing about this property is there's everything here. I mean, from all the kids stuff to the family activities to, you could have a girls' weekend here, a guys' weekend, both. There's just really something for everybody
There
here.
really is. There's so much for everyone to craft the experience they're looking for, all in this beautiful mountain location.
We've got to take a quick break, but we've got much more of the Jet Set coming up. They let me say something, Nikki.
You spoke! I heard you!
Our travel correspondent Mark Edwards is back now, and he spoke with the Deputy Mayor of Jerusalem about her take on the direction of the city as they move forward during these uncertain times.
Hi everybody, so we are here with Fleur Hassan Nahum, who is the Deputy Mayor of Jerusalem and who is expressly responsible for foreign affairs and tourism. So who better, Fleur, who better to talk about how Jerusalem bounces back post-corona. Welcome and thanks for joining.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's a real pleasure. It's a real pleasure. So let's start from the beginning. And what are some of the key steps you think that Jerusalem should be taking, will be taking in the next few weeks and months?
So I think that Jerusalem as a city, as a capital city, has a number of advantages. And in general, Israel has a very good emergency preparedness, unfortunately. And so you have a few elements here. You have the fact that we've handled Corona quite well. The bigger message is that Israel is probably one of the best countries in the world for emergency preparedness and bouncing back. And the third thing is the combination of the innovation, the emergency preparedness, can position us perfectly into being the post-corona tourism, a pilot city.
So talk to us about some of the innovation ideas that you and your colleagues have been discussing with hotels, with service providers, around safety and bringing back tourism.
So that's really the beauty of Jerusalem, like you mentioned. It's an old city, but we're very future thinking, and I think that's what makes Jerusalem special. So for example, we have innovations that limit the contact between the person, the traveler and the hotel. So you have an app that basically helps you check in, order room service, even your key is on the app. And so minimal contact with any staff. Of course, the new methods of in-room dining, a type of concierge on your app that can bring you any dining experience from any restaurant in the city. So that's one example, a very boutique experience from a very simple app. So we're looking with the government, with the tourism ministry, with the authorities in the city, we're looking of all sorts of innovative ways to get the confidence back and to get people to come out and start coming to our city. Principally at the moment, the Israeli tourists, the internal tourists, but eventually, of course, in 6 months, hopefully less, when the skies open up, to bring back the foreign tourists.
Fleur, we've had to be quite short here, and really the focus was on Corona and bouncing back. And in another conversation, I'd just love to deep dive with you in terms of Jerusalem. But I think Jerusalem, it sounds like you are set to be one of the top places to come out of this well. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Mark.
Thank you so much, Fleur. Thank you.
Mark did a great job.
Yes, he did.
Thanks, Mark. With many restaurants across the country closed because of the COVID-19 pandemic, more Americans than ever are preparing their meals at home. Inevitably, most people make the same meals over and over and over again. It's easy to get bored with that same old dish, but with a few simple adjustments, you can make the old standbys fresh again. Registered dietitian nutritionist Mia Sin is here to show us some simple tips and tricks to update your summer menu. Hello.
Thanks so much for having me. So my number one tip when it comes to recipes at home is Nakano rice vinegar. You can use it as part of a recipe or simply use as a splash of Asian-inspired flavor to any dish. They come in different delectable varieties that are crafted to perfection that allow you to personalize and infuse your favorite dishes at home. And so I made a few today, starting with my spicy Korean sheet pan chicken fajitas in a gochujang sauce. So in this recipe, I used the Nakano natural rice vinegar, which adds sort of a slightly tangy yet subtle flavor boost to this sauce recipe. What's great is that this sauce is scalable in spice. So depending on how much red chili and gochujang that you use in this recipe. This next one is my Hawaiian inspired seasoned stir fry. In this recipe, I use the Nakano seasoned rice vinegar, which adds sort of a subtle sweetness and zest. It's also made with sugar snap peas and riced cauliflower. And what's great about rice vinegar is that you can use it in sauces, marinades, and salad dressings. And so some other tips that you can take away as we spend more time at home and cook those meals in our kitchen is to have plenty of flavorful spices and herbs on hand. It's a great way to add flavor for not a lot of calories. Sesame seeds is a great way to add vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats to dishes. And it's also a pantry item that's very popular in Japan. And another great tip is to buy in-season produce. So in-season produce spends less time from farm to table, unlike out-of-season produce, which undergoes early picking, cooling, and heating. So some of my favorite summer produce include peaches, nectarines. We have some bell peppers, broccoli, zucchini, all the good stuff, and of course, watermelon. You can find all these recipes and learn more about Nakano rice vinegars at nakano.com and nutritionbymia.com.
Thanks, Mia. We'll be back with more of the Jet Set after one final break.
It's time to close out the show. So this week on The Go, we thought we'd look at some of the lighter moments we've seen on social media. This week, we're looking at our favorite home travel recreations.
Let's take a look.
All right, first up, some of us missed the airport, but To Travel Live takes the win for her recreation of the departures board. All right, now next up, at TravFam Graham decided to recreate one of the world's most beautiful travel experiences for his son, hot air ballooning in Cappadocia. And as if that wasn't enough, he also went down the Venice canals. And finally, I didn't think anyone could actually miss baggage claim. I know Nikki hates it. But here is at ANEI recreating the experience at home. I really think that's the one thing I don't miss. Waiting around for like 20 minutes for a bag.
But actually at this point, I just can't wait to be in an airport because that means I'm going somewhere.
It's true.
Yes, or I've landed at somewhere fantastic.
How about a beach?
Yeah.
Sounds about good to me. I mean, I've been really waiting for a vacation.
Yes.
We need it, especially after being quarantined for so long, just to get out of the house and go somewhere.
How great is it being back in the studio?
I know, it's so
Season
nice.
5?
I mean, we can't touch each other yet. And you're a hugger, so it's weird.
I know, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Thank you for watching, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Bye. I am, I'm gonna get you.
Just